Hey everybody, it's your girl Majesty, and I'm here to talk about this Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj situation. Thank God they paused, and it seems like they stopped the list for now. But it is a mess, and I feel like there are a few things that we can learn from all this, and I want to talk about it because a lot of people already spoke on it, but I don't think they are talking about what we can learn from all this situation. And I love Cardi B, but I really feel like she fell for the bait. You know what I mean? Like, at first, when Nicki Minaj was posting that her second album did better numbers or whatever, Cardi was not answering. And instead of answer directly, Cardi just made a post that showed that she broke a record as I guess it was being the first female rapper to ever have her first two albums being number one. And this is like amazing. I mean, you are making history, so this was the moment for you to be celebrating. But Nick kept posting things and writing that her second album did better, that her numbers were better, and Cardi is Cardi, so she ended up answering, and it was a mess. It got ugly, and I'm not even saying because I like Cardi that she was any better because they were going at each other's kids, so everybody was wrong at this point. It got very low, a very low level, nothing pretty to watch. But my point is, I really feel like Cardi B was tricked out of her spot, out of her moment. You know what I mean? This was supposed to be a moment of celebration. The predictions were saying that Cardi B would sell like 125K first week, and she did like 200,000. That's incredible. You know what I mean? Like, you did so much better than the predictions after 7 years, and you were making history. Like, you were breaking a record as the first female rapper. So not even Nicki Minaj did it, having her first two albums as number ones. So you could focus on this blast. And even if people ignored it and they were not talking about it, they were talking about her shenanigans. If you would do a bigger text and you would like emphasize the fact that you were grateful for being making history, you could probably shift the attention to this fact without needing to answer to her directly and go low. Because I think Cardi is under the illusion that when she answers to her haters, she's doing something bad to them. When in actuality, this lady was literally baiting you. She wanted an answer. So you didn't do something bad to her. You gave to her exactly what she wanted, which was in the moment that you were supposed to be celebrating. You were arguing with her. You did what she wanted. And Nikki is kind of like, she did something, she tried. She tried to do the same with Meg. And we watched Meg give a master class on how to deal with it. Because Meg literally didn't answer. Nikki stayed like fighting with herself because anybody else was fighting with her, arguing with herself. Meg didn't say nothing, and Nikki was looking crazy. Because, in fact, like, why are you doing all this because of one line? And on Cardi's situation, it was like, there wasn't even a line that was directly about you. You know what I mean? So, you could literally just emphasize your win and let her look crazy. Like, Meg already did it right. I know if Cardi didn't answer, she would not be Cardi because that's the thing about her. She answered, but I was sad that somebody who likes her. I was sad that she let somebody trick her out of her spot, out of her moment of celebration. I'm glad to know that because I thought the promotion of this album that she went really hard at the beginning and that she would kind of slow down now. I thought that she would not be promoting as heavily as before, but actually she's doing a lot of videos for each songs on Instagram. And I already heard rumors that she will be doing a remix for the Bodega Betty song, which is a song that was already kind of like threatening to go viral on social media. People love it. I love the song. It makes me super happy anytime I hear it. And the rumor is that she will have a remix for that song with Bad Bunny and J Lo. And some people were complaining about the choice of J Lo. I don't really care about this choice. I don't think it's a problem or a bad choice. I don't know. I also feel like I don't feel like J Lo will add a lot to the song, and I'm not hating on J Lo. I just feel like when I listen to the song, first thing that came to my mind was Bad Bunny. We need Bad Bunny on it. And J Lo, I don't know, her style is something else, so I don't know exactly what she will add to the song. But I also know that she can't shake. So I also love the fact that it will be a moment for the Latin community, and it won't be just two people. It will be three people, like even different generations, because J Lo is like from back in the day, the 2000s. So yeah, I like that. I'm not mad at the choice of J Lo. I'm just happy to know that there are bigger plans for this album. Going back to the situation between Cardi and Nicki, if I try to talk on the perspective of Nicki, I, I don't even feel like I have to explain at this point that I am disappointed at Nicki's latest decisions. I'm like, does anybody remember when Nicki used to be a part of the Holy Trinity? This was the conversation on the internet, like Beyonce, Rihanna, and Nicki. I mean, the other two absolutely elevated on their lives. They became more private. They became like billionaires. Beyonce on music, Rihanna expanded her empire. But all of them are like elevating on their lives, both personal and also material. And I feel like Nicki had everything to be on that level, but instead of it, she stayed competing with every new girl, fighting with them. Anytime the girls are supposed to have a moment, she tries to make this moment about her, but it makes her look bitter. And I'm not a Nicki hater. I think she is incredibly talented, but it's almost like she act like she act like she's too insecure, and she's trying to mask all this insecurity as like, I think I am the best, I think I am the queen. But it's like, if you were confident that you were the best and that you were the queen, you wouldn't be out here acting crazy anytime a new girl released something and succeed with it. You wouldn't give an F because you are above it. And I see you as above it. Everybody sees you, apparently but yourself, because you always feel like you have to do something, to say something. And then when she starts to do those shenanigans, and like she starts to act like a bully towards other girls, and it doesn't even make sense because just like any human being, there's nothing perfect about her. And for whoever is watching her, we are seeing sometimes she photoshopping her pictures and looking very different on stage or whatever. And I'm not even, I don't know, I don't want to be like her and I don't want to body shame her. But I'm just saying that she's not in a perfection place to be able to be this bully. If she was, it would still be nasty. But it doesn't even make sense. I love her talented, but when it comes to personality, about Nicki, I definitely don't appreciate her choices. I don't identify with it. I feel like the marriage and the fact that she stayed defending the husband on discussion, like they were arguing back and forth on Twitter. Nicki even was like, she was defending her brother. You know, like she defends her brother, her husband, both condemned for pedophilia. You know, PDF. So it's just bad. It's just really bad. I'm just really disappointed. I just feel like, although she says she's the queen, she doesn't see herself that way. She doesn't act like she really believes she is one, so she doesn't act like one. And she has the challenge to be, definitely. But right now, for whatever reason, she seems to be going more for this Kanye type of path. You know, it's not just with Cardi. It's bigger than Cardi. It's bigger than Caesar. And she has those fans that will applaud absolutely anything she does. And the last person that I remembered that also had fans that would applaud anything, and it seemed like there was no limit of what he could do because there would always be fans there applauding, was Kanye. Look at where he is with all the enabler fans. Look at where enabler fans can take you from a billionaire to lose what? A billion of your net worth in 72 hours? Wasn't this that happened to Kanye? And I don't know, I feel like Nicki is under the same illusion that Kanye was, that there will always be people there applauding. And there will be, I mean, but at what cost? It's like a cycle of enablers. She's enabling her husband and her brother. Her fans are enabling her. It's just a sad situation. If you ask me, or my opinion, it's just a sad situation. But anyway, this is just my opinion. Thank you very much for listening. If you like, don't forget to comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Let's keep the discussion going. Tell me what you think about it in the comments down below. And I'll see you on the next time. Bye.